Welcome to the EHF Euro 2018 live show presented by Lidl. I'm your host Rafaela Jan, coming to you from our studio in Zagreb. Today is day 2 of the competition, and that means last night we had some action from day 1, and we are going to start with that. We had groups A and B in action. Let's start with the host nation, Croatia, in their derby against Balkan nation, Serbia.
Duvnjak, Sindric, so fast, oh the gap was there wasn't a lot of it, but he is so quick, that was class, amazing footwork. 13 minutes to go in the first half, the gap is there, right under the leg, and they are closing right back in again, Serbia, courtesy of Zelinovic. Looking for the line, well blocked. And the break is on again, and silly little mistakes now by Serbia, and they are paying the price. And this time it was Stepancic straight down the middle, 4th goal for him. 8 seconds for one last attempt for Croatia. Oh yes, straight through. It's given. Stepancic, 5 goals in the first half. Two in on the line, straight through. Beats Ivanisevic. And that's the first goal of Euro 2018 for Igor Karacic. Needs to go in between the first and second defender. Oh, went to pass the ball, the defence just opened up. Nenadic takes it and very sportingly goes up to apologise. His shot skimmed. Oh, lovely. Dummied the pass into the wing, and then Duvnjak goes through on his own. Preparing for future eventualities. It certainly works this time as they steal the ball. Little bounce to get it past the defender, straight in. And there we are. Serbia are beaten by Croatia. 32-22. It's a big scoreline in the end.
Also in Group A, Iceland caused the first surprise by beating Sweden 26-24. They took an early lead, racing off to a 4-0 lead, and then it took Sweden a whole of 4 minutes to even make it onto the scoreboard. It was the first win of Iceland against their northern compatriots. Björgvin Gustafsson had 14 saves and Olafur Gudmundsson scored 7 goals. Also worth mentioning here that Gudjon Valur Sigurdsson scored his 1,800th goal for Iceland. Now moving on to Group B, and we start off the action with the rematch of the 2017 World Championship match between Norway and France.
That's going to be intercepted, is it? Yes, it is. And no one's in goal, except for the ball. Too quick for Gerrard to get to it. And Norway come back again. Cyril Dumoulin in goal, but he's ineffective, and Norway now lead by 2. What a goal! That is just superb! Merol's in again. No, France can come away with it very quickly. Port, goal for France! And he's lost possession, Norway now. Oh, that's a nice step. And that's a brilliant, brilliant save from Gerrard. And an important one as well. Staying over on the left side now, coming inside Mem. No room for him. That was good work, Karabatic feeding Port. Port gets the goal. Mem, a PSG player, Paris Saint-Germain. Norway score again. They have the advantage, they have possession. There should be an opening. There is an opening, and Guigo has scored. It's going to be a win for France. And that's what it means to Didier Deschamps and his team.
Earlier in Group B, Belarus beat Austria 27-26, but the scoreline really doesn't tell the whole story. In fact, Austria were never in the lead in this one, despite featuring best player of the match, Nikola Bilic, who scored 8 goals. Even the 600 Austrian fans couldn't inspire their team to a win. Belarus were just too strong physically. They had a lead of 4 goals. And then, thanks to a couple of saves by Thomas Bauer, Austria were able to come back and to 22-23. But in the end, Belarus, they prevailed 27-26. So that's the match action from last night, but the action doesn't stop there. And now it's time for our dear fans to take a look at some more action and let us know what you think of these 3 best actions. Take a look.
Down to the wing, yes! And that is goal number 1,800 for his country. Into the wing, yes! Finally! It's been a long time coming. Duvnjak, Sindric, so fast! Oh, the gap was there wasn't a lot of it. But he is so quick. That was class. Amazing footwork. Straight through, Sindric, what a talent he is, the 24-year-old. In Macedonia for Vardar. Quick ball up the corner, one-handed catch, superb! Zacharisson's opening goal, the 27-year-old who plays for Fuchs Berlin. Gustafsson stamping the ground in frustration, and they're closing the gap again, looking for the line. Nothing, say the referees, play on. Long pass down, he can cut back towards the middle. Good spell for Sweden, and he's at it again. Mattias Zacharisson's second goal inside a minute.
So there you have it. The 3 contenders for our Facebook emoji competition are Sigurdsson, Sindric and Zaccharisson. It's really easy. All you do is you vote with the corresponding emoji and we will reveal the fans' favorite at the end of the show. Now, these are the people who are always at the pulse of the action. They bring you the latest news. They equip you with everything you need to know about handball. I'm of course talking about our mobile reporters who are here in Croatia during the EHF 2018 Euro, and they are a big part of our live show. So let's see who they are.
Welcome to Zagreb. Let's talk about mobile journalists, or mojos as they like to be called. That's us. We're basically like a TV crew without all the big expensive equipment to make you feel important. We can do everything here right in our phones. Hello. Oh, Mum. Hi. Yeah, I've no time. I'm a mojo now.
You said it, Brian. We are mojo. And are we any good? No. We're f***ing amazing. We are la crème de la crème, the best of the best, coming from all over Europe to bring you the very best of EHF Euro 2018's emotions. We are equipped. We've been training over a year. We just can't wait for this championship to start.
They told us that Croatia had an amazing coastline and food, but we won't see it. We're going to be recording, interviewing and editing 24/7. We're going to spend the next 20 days bathing, sleeping and eating while thinking about mojo. So you want to know what you have to do? That's your job. Your job is to follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat.
And I want you to listen to me. Make sure to follow all of our social media accounts, because one thing is for sure. You will not see stuff like that anywhere else.
I guarantee you the best behind-the-scenes features delivered to you right here on your cell phone. Stay tuned. We are Mojo. Watch us.
Now that you know who they are, you have to follow them. So let me give you the handles once again. For Snapchat, it is EHF_live. On Twitter, it's at EHF_live and at EHF Euro. For Instagram, it's at EHF Euro. Facebook at EHF Euro. And on YouTube, you can find us at youtube.com/EHF Euro. So follow us so that you'll be up to date with everything that's going on here at our EHF live show, as well as the EHF 2018 Euro. So now, last night, the opening match took place in Split. And as you know, we have 2 reporters in Split. So they were, of course, at the pulse of the action, and here is their video from the atmosphere of that opening match.
Sva grla ko jedno se orže, na putu kroz ponosne snove, na krilima pobjede, mi dižemo zastave. Svaka sekunda se broji, svaka minuta se pamti, na krilima pobjede.
Prije svega čestitam svim navijačima, zato što je ovo jedna prekrasna, fair play, korektna igra, bori se ko babovi, svi kod da su ono, ne znam, u areni smo.
EHF Euro 2018 is a chance for players to shine and certainly brings together the biggest names of the world of handball. And while we can certainly see some stars here, I want to talk about the ones that are not here at the moment, either due to injury or because they have retired. Let's start with world champion France. 2 of their precious players have retired in 2017. I'm of course talking about Thierry Omeyer and Daniel Narcisse. But should that cause Didier Dinard to worry? I don't think so, because the skill generation of French players is really one of the most talented of all handball nations. With 6 world titles, a bunch of Olympic gold medals, they are one of the most decorated teams. And also they have really a lot of young players coming up and filling the hole left by the likes of Thierry Omeyer and Daniel Narcisse. I'm talking about on the goalkeeping end, for instance, Vincent Gérard as well as Cyril Dumoulin. You saw last night how great of the job they did. Also a young player in the ranks of the French team is Quentin Maé. He did a great job. And then let's not forget, even though some old players are retiring from the French team, one of them, the biggest stars of all, is still there, and that is of course Nikola Karabatic. Now, he even said that he was still the leader of the new generation. So really not much to worry about for France, even though they are missing who has been deemed as already the defense boss at 21 years of age. That is Ludovic Fabregas. Now, moving on to another team who has a player retiring, that is the Czech Republic. Filip Jicha had to retire, plagued by injuries after a 17-year-long career. He was the World Handball Player 2010 and really the most important player of the Czech Republic. He scored 131 goals for them. And for the Czech Republic, it's looking a little bit more dire because they also have to play without their center-back Thomas Barbak, who is hurt. Czech Republic now relies on Pavel Horváth. The 35-year-old will have to try to fill the void. Moving on to Hungary, a retired player on their end is Laszlo Nagy. He played 199 matches for the Hungarians, scoring 729 goals. So the right back is certainly not one who can be replaced easily, if at all. But their coach, Ludomir Vranjes, is really trying to build up a new team, and for him this is only the beginning. However, he does say that he considers the Euro a chance for his team to prove itself. On the side of Sweden, we have Mattias Andersson, a goalkeeper, an amazing goalkeeper who retired in 2016. And here we have the duo of Andreas Palika and Mikkel Appelgren, who are also club teammates at Rhein-Neckar-Löwen. And these two get along really well. They should be getting along really well in the national team as well. And that is looking pretty good. Now, on to Spain. Spain are still looking for this elusive European crown. And one of the best handball players and goalkeepers of all times, Arpad Sterbik, will not be playing, will not be taking part in this EHF Euro 2018. He was on the original squad list of 28, but then has not been called up into the last 16. Instead, you have Gonzalo Perez de Vargas and Rodrigo Corrales, two great goalkeepers who Sterbik even called one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And that's really nice for an old goalkeeper to tell his young compatriots that, as he will be watching and following the Euro from in front of the television. Also a player on the Spanish side who's not taking part in the Euro, but he would have liked to, is Victor Tomas. Also on the original squad list, but not in the final one. He's not so happy that he's not there. The right wing played a crucial part in their success overall when you look at the last Euro in 2016. But the thing is that for the Spanish, Jordi Ribera is really trying to build up a new team, a new generation of players. And so he's rejuvenating the team, and that's why, probably why Victor Tomas has been left off the squad. Now, even though some of the biggest stars are not taking part in the Euro, that always gives the opportunity for new and young players to step into the spotlight. And we would like to show you 3 players, 3 rising stars.
Skjuter i mål. Där kom den. Klockan på 23:03.
So now it's time to look at the action from tonight as we are starting match day 2 of the EHF Euro 2018. So we have groups C and D play. First up, it is from Zagreb in Group C, Germany against Montenegro at 17:15. Then the Macedonian team will face Slovenia at 7:30 tonight. From Group D in Varaždin, Spain face the Czech Republic at 18:15, and then it's Denmark versus Hungary at 8:30. All these matches, of course, you can watch them live on EHFTV.com. Now, before we take a closer look at these matchups, let's start looking at the defending champion, Germany.
The EHF Euro 2016 champions are back here in Zagreb, Croatia to defend their title. The squad list has a lot of old reliable faces we all know and love, but also a lot of new faces to call upon. Let's check out their training.
It's deja vu for a lot of German handball fans as they once again see an EHF Euro roster sprinkled with some unfamiliar names. The big question is, however, will this formula bring home gold once again for the bad boys? Uwe Gensheimer, Patrick Grotzky and Patrick Duvnjak will all especially be relishing the chance as the trio missed out on the gold medal performance in Poland 2 years ago. Likewise, Janke, Weber, Roszek, all stemming from SC DHFK Leipzig, will look to make a mark on their first outing on the biggest international stage in handball.
Drawn into Group C, the reigning champions will face Montenegro, Slovenia and FYR Macedonia on their quest to become the first team since 2002 to retain an EHF Euro title.
Montenegro are still looking for their first win at an EHF Euro. Now, they have Vuko Borojan in their ranks, however, he is injured and won't be there, and what a blow for Montenegro. He scored 50 goals in the qualification campaign, and in the qualification campaign they did eliminate Russia, but can they do so against Germany as well, missing one of the biggest players and also goalkeeper Nebojša Simic? He won't be there. Now the other match with the Macedonian teams taking on Slovenia. This is when coach Veselin Vukovic takes on Raul Gonzalez's team, a team that he has in fact coached before. And these two coaches are also both former coaches of Vardar, or current coach as well. So interesting matchup between the coaches, and then also top scorer Kirill Lazarov. Now this time the top scorer from the qualification campaign with 59 goals. Slovenia, bronze medalist from the World Cup in 2017, is missing a couple of key players, among them Jure Dolonek as well as Mataj Gaba. There's still a question mark behind the name of Vid Kafticnic, and so left-hander Blas Janč is really looking, or needs to step in here and take on a lot of responsibility, and we will see how that turns out. Then the other one is Spain versus the Czech Republic. As I already mentioned, the Czech Republic without Filip Jicha and Babak. It'll be tough for them either way. As Spain have won all the past 6 encounters, and Spain have made it very clear that they want to be on the podium, which if they succeed would make it a 3rd Euro in a row for them on the podium. Also, we have the two brothers, Alex and Dani Dushebaev, who will appear for the first time together at a major tournament. And that brings me on to the final one from tonight, which is Denmark versus Hungary, because there's also a pair of brothers on the Danish side, brothers Niklas and Magnus Landin. Denmark has won all 4 encounters with Hungary, the last one at the 2016 Euro 3022. They are current Olympic champions. And Hungary, well, we already talked about it. They have their new coach Ludo Vranjes in his, however, coaching debut at the Euros. He will try to make a good start into the competition, but it won't be easy against stars, among others, like Mikkel Hansen. So that's the action for tonight. You can watch it all on ehftv.com. Now, what's missing? I feel like the show is missing something today, and maybe it's because I've just been sitting on this couch by myself for so long. So do I not have a guest today? Come in.
Hello everyone.
Brian, what
Hi.
are you doing here?
Well, just thought I'd drop by for a while.
Great, take a seat.
I must say it's a lovely studio.
Thank you.
Where did you get this couch?
Brian, tell me, what are you here for?
I'm here to do a bit of best of social media. Are we in this camera or this camera? Where are we? We're here. Okay. I'm here to do a bit of best of social media from yesterday. We had a lot of good games yesterday, and we had some good stuff on social media as well.
Okay, so tell me, I want to know what's been going on social media.
Well, the first thing I think we should look at is a tweet that was sent out, and I think this was a very witty tweet. This was Manu sent this out. With Vori, Duvnjak, Guyin, Alivovic and Sevar, the Croatian team is a case of back to the future. All we need is Balic, Marty and Doc to complete the cast. So maybe there's someone out there who has very good Photoshop skills. I would absolutely love if you could Photoshop the cast into the poster of Back to the Future. Maybe we could put it on the show. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that would make a great backdrop.
I think it would actually, yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah. But obviously, of course, the Croatia win last night was immense. I don't think anyone expected them to win by +10. I think that was a little bit unexpected. My prediction was +4, yeah, so I was a little bit off. But it was a great result, but a bit of a downside as well, that they lost Duvnjak.
So did they lose him for sure?
Well, our mobile reporter Bernice was there at the game. She was on Snapchat. We gave her Snapchat for the evening, and she sent out this snap then towards the end of the game. And this is something I actually missed because I was kind of watching 2 games at once, and I didn't see that actually happen on the screen. I don't know, did you see it?
No, I was more focused on the France-Norway one.
Yeah, we both missed that. So, and that's obviously a huge loss for them. That's it's very hard. It's actually heartbreaking for him, because before the tournament it was all, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Should he play? Should he not play?
Right.
And then in the first game he gets this, I think, a muscle injury. I don't know. There's been no official announcement yet, but some sort of muscle problem. So that's heartbreaking for him.
Did we hear at all how the crowd reacted to him limping out last
I didn't
night?
hear anything, I'm afraid. So we'll have to talk to Bernie.
So I guess the result was good enough for them to not focus too much on that injury.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were very euphoric, you know, with the result. I mean, especially beating their rival,
Yes,
Serbia.
absolutely.
The next one is a tweet from Chloe. You speak French. I don't know if you can pronounce that name for me. Their surname.
Chloé Jolibois.
Jolibois. There you go. My French is miserable, so I think we'll leave it at Chloe. Chloe, thanks for the tweet. She said that match was something else. She's talking about the France-Norway game, of course. Our hearts will never survive the next fortnight. Merci les Bleus.
We feel kind of the same, don't we?
Well, we were watching
Even
that
not being French.
Yeah, we were watching that game and we were all sitting around and everyone was saying, Norway have this, Norway have this. And I said, look, wait until the end, wait to see the experience that the French team have. Don't count them out yet. But what I found interesting was the last few minutes, Karabatic was only on in defence, and then they had the young guys on in attack, but it paid off, which I wasn't sure it would, because I said they need this experience here, and but the young guys came up with the goods in the end. Yeah, so that was nail-biting stuff, to say the least.
It was, but it was only the first one, so a lot can happen from here on still.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll see. This next one, I absolutely love this. This is David Davies. He's assistant coach of Vardar, Champions League winner, of course, last season. And he's here kicking back to doing what a lot of people were doing last night, I think, and which we were doing as well. I don't know, we need to come up with a term for this. I think double screening or something.
Yes.
You know, I don't know what that is exactly. But yeah, absorbing 2 handball matches at once. Yeah, I think it's a nice Euro treat every 2 years. Yeah, of course, he's keeping a close eye on this because he's also the assistant coach for Russia, who are in World Cup or World Championship qualification at the moment. So he'll keep a close eye on that. And lastly, Perez de Vargas of Spain, goalkeeper of Spain, you were talking about him earlier. He's getting some 2-on-1 treatment here. So that's in preparation for tonight's game, of course, against the Czech Republic. I think, in my opinion, it should be fairly straightforward for them, but we'll see. A lot of people are sleeping on Spain. They're not really talking about them too much, which is interesting because they're in the final last Euro, and then no one's really giving them a chance this time around. So I think people are maybe forgetting how good Spain can be. So we'll see this time out. What do you think?
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Czech Republic and Hungary, not so.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it from social media. Thanks, Brian, for coming over. And I have to say, I'm a little bit jealous. Like, what are you wearing here?
Oh, this thing, this little number. Yeah, we got this on ehfeuro.com. You can purchase these lovely hypnotic games, hoodies and t-shirts on ehfeuro.com. And also on the Facebook page, on the EHF Euro Facebook page. You can pick up some of this lovely EHF Euro 2018 merch.
So you can get them everywhere. Just go to the website for all fans. You can get all that lovely Solming merchandise. Where does that leave us, Brian?
I think we've announced the winner of the emoji competition, don't we?
The emoji competition. So, what did the fans decide?
So the fans went for Sindrich. Yeah, I mean, when I was watching this goal last night, I was looking through the highlights, and I think for a non-handball player, these 2 goals here that he scored looked like very simple goals. He's just running through a gap. And I think if you don't play handball, you think why doesn't everyone just do that? But this man is an absolute footwork genius. And I think cutting across the fence like that, and the 2 goals are almost identical as well. And he's the man of the moment. And I think he will be the man of this tournament as well, because with Duvnjak out, he's going to have huge responsibility on his shoulders. Not one shoulder, shoulders. So yeah. So
a worthy first pick by our fans. That's the fans' favorite. So don't forget, hoodie giveaway on Facebook, on our EHF Euro Facebook page. You can win one of 2 hoodies there. Now that's the end of the show, but there will be another show tomorrow Same time at noon from our EHF live show presented by Lidl. That's it from myself, Rafaela, and Brian. See you tomorrow.
See you.